See, we'll continue our lesson, election process in India. Okay. See, election process in India. Okay. See, in that lesson we have discussed about the topics, what election system in India, election commission of India, the chief election commissioner, the recommendations of TN functions of the election commission, political parties in the election times, okay, and the election, the code of conduct. So now we are going to be discussed about the next another topic, conducting rallies and public gatherings. Yes, at the time of elections you might have observed, okay, the contest persons, they'll take rallies onto the streets, and public gathers. They'll select a place and they'll gather the public from villages. You might have seen. See, last year at the time of our elections, our chief minister, okay, at that time he's in a ruling party, right? Even now also, right? So chief minister came here and arranged a public gathering near our Dichpalli location area, near the Sakshi office beside. Yes or no? And some other people also have arranged, I think so. And Bajirati Gordhan also arranged one meeting in the station areas. See, like that. And some have arranged in Suddapalli areas, like that. Public gatherings. Okay. So at the time of elections, the public gatherings and as well as conducting rallies. They'll go, they're taking some of huge vehicles and they'll call the followers, okay, and they'll take their vehicles and they'll go for rallies, right, by looking to the people and showing their hands and begging for votes. Of course, we could not say the begging, but the saying that we are the best party, then combine to other party, then go for voting for us, and I'll do this, I'll do that, like that. They'll say the promises in the rallies. So you might have observed, okay? Yeah. See, then, but this is all we observe, whatever is happening in our places. But according to the EC, according to the election process, okay, according to the election process, how they have to be conduct rallies, how they have to be conduct the public gatherings, okay? See, the political parties shall obtain prior permission from the local police to conduct public gathering. They should inform the police about the place of gathering and time so that police could make arrangements to protect the law and order and regularize the traffic movement. Okay, so when the parties, okay, when the political parties wants to be arranged any gatherings, they have to be informed. First, they have to be informed to the police. Okay. First, they have to be informed to the police department. Okay. They'll take the permission of the police department. They have to be informed where they want to be conduct. Okay. How much they are inviting, how much people maybe they'll gather over there. They have to be estimate. Okay. The parties only should be estimate. Okay. Estimate how many people will be gathered there. Okay. The place. Okay, the place where they are gathering and the time, at what time they want to be gathered. This all information. With this all information, they have to be said to the police department and they should get the permission from the police department. Okay, and this police department have to be look after that the place and they'll go for arrangements. Okay, and they'll think on that law and order means regularizing of some authorities or else. For example, if it is very near, if it is whatever the selected area, if it is very residential areas, right, where the crowd of people who are leaving. See, that is a sound noise when they are gathered there and many people were gathering in that congested place. Residential area is not a huge groundy area, right? It's so congesting areas. So in that congesting areas, if they call upon huge number of people, so that will be happen, right? And it leads to what? A traffic. That leads to what? Disturbance of the residential people. Okay, so this is all. Okay, this is all traffic police department have to be think, then only give the permission to the political parties. Understood? See, always the gathering rallies, public gatherings should be taken in an open place. That is also should not be very near to the residential, as we discussed yesterday, right? It should not be near the schools and colleges. It should not be near the holy places like temple, churches. Okay, it should not be near the residential areas. That means it creates a disturbance. Of course, the gathering of huge number of population over there by that crowdy. Okay, and as well as the disturbance of loud speakers. Yes or no? Right. So that's why they have to be taken. The political parties, when they want to arrange the gatherings, they have to be get the prior permission before only. Okay, they have to get the prior permission from the police department. Okay, and see, the contesting candidate shall find out if any prior instructions are there in the place where they are planning to hold the public gatherings, while entering the prohibited areas shall strictly follow the rules. What are the prohibited areas? Just now I told you. Residential areas, holy places, schools and colleges near. Should not be arranged the meetings in the colleges. Okay, this is all our prohibited areas for what? For people gatherings at the time of elections, right? So that they have to be keep into their mind. They should not go for that. Who? Political parties. They must take prior permission to use loudspeakers. Yes. So the place, for the time, and for engaging that all, they have to take the police permission, and as well as they have to take the permission about by using loudspeakers. Okay. See, for the political parties, they are using the loudspeakers. For that, they have to take the permission, and as well as nowadays, for marriages, for everything, they are using loudspeakers now. So that is also, it's became into the regularized by the government. Do you know that? It is regularized by the government. They should not be go for using of high value loudspeakers. Okay. The time of Ganesh and all also they'll go for it, right? So that is also regularized by the government. Okay, if anyone obstruct the conduct the public gathering, they shall not directly attack, instead inform the police. Next, on the day of polling, what had happening on the day of the polling? How they are, the election commission department, how they are arranging the elections. Okay, how they are arranging the elections. If you have seen in your villages last whatever the elections, if you have seen, you will get an idea. But I will tell you clearly. Okay. After by these rules, I will tell you how the polling has done. Okay. The polling personnel shall make all the arrangements to the voters to cast their vote in a democratic and peaceful atmosphere. Here, who is the polling personnel then? Who are conducting the elections, right? Those are the polling personnels. Okay. See, those what should they have to do? They have to go for arrangements. Which arrangements? Voters they are coming for cast, means using their vote, right? So that all arrangements should be done by the police personnels, polling personnels. Leader of all political parties shall cooperate the polling staff to discharge their duties. Leader of the political parties. Okay. So many parties were involved in the elections, right? So that all leaders of the political parties, they have to be helped in the engaging of a staff. Okay, engaging of a staff for the conducting of elections. The polling agents sitting in the polling booths shall be issued identifying cards. The names of the party symbols shall not be on these cards. Okay, who are sitting, some agents were, right, in the room. Okay, in the where is the voting is going on in that room. Some agents were sit. they should be get the voter IDs names that belongs to that area and all. Okay. The campaign should be end before 48 hours of the polling day. SMS also provision. Alcohol should not be distributed. So before the elections, 48 hours before, okay, that means 2 days before, whatever the political parties up to now they have done, exhibit themselves and the rallies and public gatherings, okay, and as well as the, whatever they are doing, they have to be stopped. When before the election days, before 48 hours, even SMS, messages, contacting in online, everything has to be stopped. Okay, even distributing of alcohol and all. Even gifts also. Nowadays they introduced gifts even, right? Yep. Neither the contesting candidate nor the supporter shall gather in the large number near the polling booths. So if it is the polling booths, in the near of the polling booths, even the political parties, even the followers, that should not be gathered near the polling booths. Okay? They have to be go for some far away if they want to be gathered, like in a group people. Even the parties, even their followers, they should not be gathered near the polling booths. Polling booths means where the elections were process going on. Okay. Usually in every village or else in every places they'll take the schools and colleges as the polling booths. Yes or no? Here. There shall not be any posters, okay, symbols and election materials in the camps. Any canned food shall not be kept in the camps. Okay. Political parties should not be offered the food to the voters. Okay. And as well as they should not go for using of any posters, any flags, okay, denoting to their symbolic party, right? Any symbols, they should not be used near that polling area on that day also. On that day, they should not be used there. Flags and all. And okay, see here, ruling party at the time of elections. Yeah. Now I told you, right? I'll tell you how the election process is going on. Okay, I will have a next topic is that. Actually, I thought that they did not give, but there is an information here. Okay, I will tell you how the election where the process going on. Okay. See, next the topic we have here, ruling party at the time of election. See. Here, election commission given some conditions to the ruling party at the time of elections. So you think that, for example, before whatever we had elections, before the party also TRS in the ruling party. The ruling party means which have a majority party, and okay, that we are called as ruling party, who is ruling, right? Okay, so ruling party at the time of elections. See, people thinking that at the time of elections, the ruling party can publish more about themselves, and they have more rights. They have wealth of the state into their hand. Yes or no? They might have thinking that way, and they are doing in some issues also, right? And they are issuing. Okay, they are offering grants. Some of if they go to this village, okay, I will grant you some of a tax, or else I'll give you transportation facilities like this. Okay, so that type of, it should not be done by the ruling party at the time of elections. Okay, before the elections only they have to be stop all of this. Okay, see, there is a chance to the ruling party to influence the voters by misusing the power. Why? Because at the time of election they are in the power, right? Ruling party have the power of the state, as I told you now. So they might have can misuse whatever they have, even offering capital amount to the specific place, okay, like that, or else offering some of the jobs, okay, or else offering some of in the form of gifts, offering some of promises. Okay, I'll do this in the next years, I'll do the, and some misuse. Okay, they'll go for misusing of their power at the time of elections. Why? Because in these elections also, in this means becoming elections also, they want to be get a majority of votes, and they want to be next ruling party also. So that's why they make and misuse, right? So election commission, okay, election commission department gave a strict rules for the ruling party at the time of election. What are those? See, what are those? You know, they should not go for influence of the voters. See, the ruling party leader shall not misuse the power. They should not use bureaucracy for the party-related works. Their official visits and party-related visits shall not be mingled. Okay? Their official visits at the time of these pollings, the ruling party has to be involved in arranging of everything and all. It should be helpful to the election commission. Yes or no? So that meetings and that helps. Okay, in that time they should, that whatever they have some of money investing for this all and all, right? That they should not be mingled with this their party's process. Understood? For example, okay, I'll tell you that our TRS example. Okay, understood? Yeah, TRS example. Yeah. So now we had an election some years back, right? Recently. Excuse me. Okay. So TRS party also at that time ruling party. Okay. So when we had an elections, these TRS party helped to the election commission officer to arranging the elections, right? In the form of arranging the elections. So when it is involving in the arranging of elections, it should be follow the election commission rules and regulations. So in the form of helping to the election commission, these should not be misuse of itself, party itself works. Okay, these power, okay, state power, it should not be used by this party. Understood? They should not use government vehicles for campaigns. Okay, campaigns means they'll go for rally and they will go for arranging meetings, right? For that, the ruling party should not use the government vehicles at the time of elections. If more than 3 security vehicles are used in campaigning, it should be shown in poll expenditures. If they used, okay, of course, if they used government vehicles at the time of elections, if they used more than 3, they have to be shown to the polling department as their expenditure. Okay. Model code of conduct will come into force after the dates of election schedule is announced. The public properties like government buildings, offices, places shall not be used for campaigning by any party, even ruling party, even independent party, even other party. No one should be used the public places as per their campaigns. Okay, what are those government buildings, government offices, government places? Okay, so they should not be used for their campaigns at the time of parties. See here, government buildings up to now the ruling party have used, right? So maybe they used as for their campaign, for their publishing also. So that's why EC means Election Commission gave a rule for them should not be used. Okay, no advertisement of the government schemes shall be given either in the print media or in the electronic media. Okay, so ruling party or else, of course any party, ruling party should not give the advertisements even in the print media, even in the electronic media. See, print media what? Newspapers, magazines. Electronic media is what? Mobiles. Okay, of course mobiles by through this Facebook and all. Okay, even WhatsApp. Okay, and TV. Okay, electronic media means TV, newspapers, news channels. Okay, they should not use promoting of their parties and all. They should not use for this all. Okay, and before giving announcement on TV, the political parties shall obtain permission of the election commission. Before giving announcement on TV, if they want to be given announcement in the TVs, they have to be get the permission from the election commission department. Okay? After the election notification is issued, the ruling government shall not release any grants, make payments, or else announcing of any new schemes. After when the EC commission, okay, election commission issued the dates of the pollings. See, at that times, the ruling party, the government should not be issue of any schemes, okay, any new scheme, and should not be issue of any grants to some villages for developing activities like that. They'll issue some grants, right? That, and some payments. So no payments, no schemes, no grants when the election commission have issued the dates of the polls. Understood? Here, I'll continue. Okay. See, conduct of elections at various levels. See, various levels means how they are conducting of elections. See, in the district levels, okay, in the state levels, in the national levels. So, in the district levels, who will take the responsibility? In the national levels, who will take the responsibility of conducting elections? Okay, so that all we are going to know now. And do they appointing any personal officers to conduct out that elections for each places? Okay, that all we are going to know in this lesson. In this topic. The Chief Electoral Officer at the state level assists the Election Commission of India. Okay, who is assist the Election Commission of India? The Chief Electoral Officer. He or she means Chief Electoral Officer appointed by the Election Commission of India after consulting the state government. Okay, who will appoint electoral officer? Election Commission of India only appoint the electoral officer. This post does not have a constitutional status. Generally, a senior most IAS officer are appointed. Okay, senior most IAS officers. Okay, who worked as a collector from many years. Okay, those we are calling as senior IAS officers, right? Collector or superintendent, police department, right? Senior most IAS officers, those only going to be appointed as election commission. Okay. See, the elections of the parliament, elections to the parliament and the state assembly are held under Horaz is monitoring. Okay. At the district level, the district collector acts as a chief election officer. Okay. Here at the district level, district collector were there, right? He is only act as a, okay, he is only act as a chief election officer. Okay, chief election officer. And where in the district levels, district collector only act as in the role of chief election officer. But come to the state levels and into the national levels, they will appoint one of the person. Okay, that person called as chief electoral officer. Okay, this is in the district levels, right? State and national wise. Okay, state and national wise, they will appoint one person as chief electoral officer. Okay, chief electoral, of course the same, but the full form means the words may be the same, but there is another. Okay, chief electoral officer, collector is here chief electoral officer, but in the state and national wise, the election commission EC, okay, election commission of India select a senior most IAS officer as chief electoral officer to conduct the elections. Understood? See, in the district level, the present whoever the collector is there, the present collector only worked as CEO, okay, Chief Electoral Officer in the district level. But come to the state and national level, Election Commission of India take as India senior most IAS officers. They appoint as Chief Electoral Officers at the time of elections. Got your point? The elections to the Parliament. Okay. To conduct and monitor elections in every constituency, an officer is appointed. In every constituency, for each constituency, Election Commission will appoint one officer. Okay? Constituency, I told you, depends on the population of a specific district levels. They have divided us into some constituencies. For example, I'll tell you, just example I'll tell you. For example, Nizamabad have population of some of, for example, 2 lakhs. Just assume it. Okay? So, this Nizamabad has divided us into some of, depends on the population. For example, there is a rule of, which is having of 2 lakhs across the population. There they have to be take one single constitution. Okay? If there is a rule here, Nizamabad has divided us into 5 constitutions. Yes or no? 5 constitutions. Depends on the population. How many? 10 lakhs of population is there if it is assumed. So, by the rule of 2 lakhs, who is having a special constitution, there is which is a crust of 2 lakhs of population, there need to be a start of new constitution, right? So, this Nizamabad area has divided us into 5 constitutions. Each constituency having of 2 lakhs of population. Understood? So, Nizamabad district have how many constitutions now here? 5. But actually Nizamabad have more than 5. It's nearly like 11 constituencies, I think so. Okay? Okay. Depends on the population, constituencies were divided. Understood? Yeah. So, at the election time, EC, Election Commission of India have appointed one special officer for each constituency. Okay? That special officer called a returning officer. Okay? That special officer called as